All right. Greetings and peace, everyone. My name is Neo, and I have some new info. And as I mentioned before in maybe one or two of my videos previously, is that we all are experiencing parallel lives, and I've given some examples previously in my other videos about my parallel lives that I have been experiencing. However, now in this video right here is going to be different, because I'm going to actually explain how it all goes about from the start that you were born till all the way right now. Because as Bashar says it, and as I know now by experience, and if you don't know who Bashar is, go ahead and YouTube Bashar and then put parallel lives after his name, then you'll be able to see that. But overall, everything is going on right now, and time does not exist. It only exists in the human mind, and it exists because it gives us reference points, and it helps us focus in and zone in on certain things in life. However, once you get outside of time, everything exists right now, and everything goes a lot faster, especially regarding manifesting. But anyways, this is what we have here, and I have a picture right here showing. This is a picture that I created. My higher self gave me this image, and I could have done a little bit better. However, I did it like 3 or 4 times, and the 4th time I did it, this was the best that I can come up with. And as far as designing or creating specific things by hand, I'm getting better at it. But I do a lot of abstract work, and I'll show you guys that another time. Abstract designing, drawing. And this picture right here, I actually created using my iPad, the Adobe Ideas app. I like that one. I designed a lot of nice things on that one. But anyways, at the top right here, we have you, the real you, the oversoul, the all-knowing, and that. So your higher self is connected to source, and your higher self is inside of you. So if you want to connect to source, God, the universe, the all-knowing, what was the other word? The term, I forgot what the other term was. The all, whatever. You got to go inside of yourself. You got to meditate, and also you can ask questions. And if you're sensitive enough to receive those messages, and sometimes they come through as thoughts and ideas. Also, yeah, I really know that by experience. That's a major thing with me. And the real you, the oversoul, and what the oversoul says, well, what you said, and you knew what you wanted to experience here on earth, and you knew that before this lifetime that you wanted to, that in order to experience and to learn many lessons, instead of then have to go into one lifetime into another, which you only experience it that way because our human minds can only experience so much. So that's why it's important to just focus on just this one that you can see, hear, touch, and whatever else right now. So the oversoul knows, our oversoul knows that, okay, well, in order to experience everything right now, well, then I'm just going to have all of these lives going on right now, every single one. So you have at the top right there, the oversoul, that's you, and then comes down, and everything that breaks into different areas are other lives. Those circles are other lives, and then those lines are just connecting to you. All to you, the oversoul, and all of those circles are your independent, separate lives that's going on right now, but they're still you. And I can go by experience. Me, when I go to sleep, lately I've been going, like, I would say probably the past 3 to 6 months, I've been going into like deep sleep. And this tachyon energy disc that I reviewed in one of my other videos, it really helps out a lot with sleeping, and I sleep so good I can go through having like 4 hours of sleep, but then when I wake up, it feel like I haven't used my body in like so long. So it's like, it feels like those 4 hours feel like I had like 10 hours or more of sleep. And when I wake up, like my eyes are like, feel like I haven't used them in a really, really long time. My body, and when I wake up, I'm like, oh man, I went into a deep, deep sleep. That's when I'm able to experience my parallel lives. And I can go into some examples that I haven't been to already. One example, one of my parallel lives is I had a condo, and my life as far as wealth, it is improving, and I would prefer it to be a lot better than it is now. And I'm trying to be careful with with my words here, due to law of attraction, being careful to activate certain things, not to activate certain things. But anyways, in this parallel life, I was really, really wealthy. And I had the same body, probably similar dress or a little bit different, but I was living in a condo somewhere that was in like a mountain or on top of a hill, and it was snowy. And in the back of the condo, all I had to do was just go in the back of my condo, and there was a sliding glass door, and just open it and I can look down, and it's a big mountain. And back in that mountain, it was built to where all of the tenants would be able to snowboard and ski right in their backyard, literally. And they even had the seats in the background, or the seats, what do you call those, I don't know what you call those seats where you want to go back up to the mountain. You get on the seats, and then you go all the way up back to where you came from on the top of the mountain, and then you go down. It had one of those built on it too. So I was hanging out one day in the morning, and then I said, you know what, I want to go snowboarding. So I just went in the back, opened up my door, and then I grabbed my snowboard, and then I put my snowboard on, and I just jumped off my balcony and just went down the mountain and just started snowboarding the whole way down. And literally, I was completely conscious of the whole thing, and it was like for real. And then when I got done with it, for some reason, let's see, I think I might have taken the chairlift back up. I think that's what it's called, chairlift. I think I might have taken the chairlift back up. I don't remember taking the chairlift, but I do remember that in order for me to get back up to where I came from, as far as my balcony, instead of taking the chairlift, actually I didn't take the chairlift back up. I think I either walked the way up the mountain, the hill. Somehow I got up to the hill, that's all I know. But then I got up to my building, and instead of taking any the other way to get up, I just decided to climb up. my athletic behind, I was like, you know what, no, I just want to climb up this building. So that's what I did. I just climbed up the building, and then I got back to my condo. And then once I got back to my condo, it switched to a different scene. And I say scene now because literally this is a movie that we're all living, and we're all controlling this movie with our thoughts, our beliefs, and our actions. And we are the director, the actors, and everything in our own film. We're everything, and it is literal. So if you want to change your life, you have to change your inside, your internal faculties, and take control of your images that go into your mind. That's why I tell people it is important to cut off your TV connections right now. If you want full control, or at least more control over your life, it's important to cut off all of your TV connections right now, because life is being created with the images that you plant inside your head, inside your mind. And remember, this is an illusion. Everything that you see right now is an illusion, it's not real. So it's like when you fear something, if you want and that fear is limiting you from doing something that you really, really want to do, you have to find a way to look through and look past that fear and work past it, because it's an illusion. Once you do that, boom, you'll be amazed at the things that you can do. Because just like with me, I've done so many amazing things. I've done everything from music production, hip-hop artists, graphic design, and I still do all of those things, just not as much as I used to. And to even having my own restaurant. And this is all in my 20s. I mean, how many people you know who even had their own restaurant? Some people, it take them all the way up to till they're like 50 years old, and they still had, and it took them that long. Let me take my time because I'm so excited right now. It took them all the way up to that long to get a restaurant. And me, I'm in my 20s, and I had my own experience, and I just wanted to just go through that experience. But overall, I knew that wasn't really what I wanted to do in this lifetime, and that really wasn't my passion. So that's why I just went ahead and closed that chapter to my life, and now I'm off to writing, screenwriting, directing, and acting, because I've been wanting to act since I was 13. Now here's my chance to be able to do it all. And throughout that whole time, I realized how creative I am, and all these creative scenes come into my head, and I just never, all these years, I never put it down on paper, or in a screenplay. So now here's my chance. So that's what I've been focused on lately. So that was one of my parallel lives. I can really go on and on about a lot of my parallel lives, and I probably will do that in another video. But for this video right here, I just wanted to show you guys that you are living another parallel life right now, and you're living if you're poor right now, or so-called considered poor, or if you're rich right now, so-called considered rich, you are living a parallel life that's the opposite of that right now. So right now, I'm living a life where I'm completely rich, like that life right there where I had the condo, or at least nearly rich and wealthy. That was an amazing experience. I'm also living a life where I am able to fly consciously. And that was another parallel life that I went to too. I forgot to tell you guys. I'll just go into it briefly. So before I went to bed, and this is one way you can access the parallel lives too. Before you go to bed, you have to set your intention. What do you want to experience before you go to bed? And then you just say it, and then see what happens. Everybody's experience is different. For me, I just said to my higher self, teach me how to fly. I want to learn how to fly. And what I did was, that was my intention to how to fly in this reality. But then I ended up going to sleep, and then maybe my higher self said, okay, look, this is the best way to do it. So I went to sleep, ended up being in the scene where I was on top of a hill. And I guess I'll probably have to show you guys how, like visually, how I felt and how things was going. But I literally was lifting off of the ground, and I felt like my first flying experience was just like Iron Man when he first got in the Iron Man movie, when he first put the repulsors or the fire things on his hands and his feet, and he was flying for the first time, and he was just kind of like shaking, just trying to get used to the feeling of being off of air and levitating. That's exactly how I felt, and I didn't have all that fire and stuff. I was literally doing it inside of my body. So that's one of the ways that I know that us humans, you can fly inside of this human body right here, and you can do a whole bunch of stuff in this human body. And flying is just one thing. And that's one of the reasons why I connect with Superman in that Man of Steel movie. And I just absolutely love the Man of Steel movie, as you guys may already know. Anyways, let me go ahead and close out. That's what I wanted to show you guys. And until next time,